Hey guys, we're going to talk about intervals. Now, as you know from the note name video, we divide the octave into 12 evenly spaced intervals called half steps. But it's often useful to be able to refer to larger gaps. Counting out large groups of half steps is clunky, so we use a numbered system. You can look at it as the number of letters you have to count to get from the letter you start on to your target. Let's start with C. If you want to get from C to C, you count 1. Just C. If you want to get to D, you have to count 2, C, D, so we call it a second. To get to E, C, D, E, we call that a third. Likewise, F is a fourth, G is a fifth, A is a sixth, B is a seventh, and C again is an eighth or octave. You may have noticed we skipped all the accidentals, so let's go back and look at those. How many do we have to count to get from C to D flat? Well, it's still a kind of D, so it's still 2, but it's fewer half steps. We distinguish those as major and minor. The major intervals are the larger ones, while the minor intervals are a half step smaller. For example, the larger second, C to D, is a major second, while C to D flat is a minor second. Likewise, C to E is a major third, while C to E flat is a minor third. An important thing to recognize is that what really matters here is the number of half steps. It doesn't have to be from C, we've just set it up to be a little easier that way. C to A is 9 half steps, and we call it a major sixth. A to F sharp is also 9 half steps, so it's also a major sixth. There's nothing special about starting on C. But we know that notes an octave apart are the same note name. So if C to E is a major third, what's E up to the next C? Is that a major third too? Well, no. If you count the number of half steps, you'll see that there are 8, making it a minor sixth. This is called inversion. There's actually a handy trick to this called the rule of nines. If you take the number of the starting interval and subtract it from 9, you'll get the number of the inverted interval. So inverting a seventh gets you a second. If the starting interval is major, then the inverted interval is minor and vice versa. However, perfect intervals invert to perfect intervals. The perfect fourth inverts to the perfect fifth. That's one of the reasons for the special name. Meanwhile, a tritone inverts to a tritone. It's symmetrical.
And that's intervals. Check out our next video on scales and keep on rockin'.